first I want to say, thank you for being on Day TV. Thank you for your time. And, the community and us really do appreciate all that you do,
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that sincerely.
So before we get started, tell the people about, Dr. Harris. Tell them about a little about your background, where you came up from, and just catch us up with that information.
Sure. I'm born and raised in the South, and I was born in the state of Mississippi. So I'm a Mississippi boy. My dad died when I was like 12. So I come from a very tight family. My mother, brother, and sister, and where we grew up, tons of cousins and family everywhere. So I'm used to a tight community of people that care. And I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, but I went to a predominantly white school. I grew up a Catholic school boy. So I always laugh and joke with people that Monday through Friday, I was singing Ave Maria, and on the weekends I was pop locking and playing ball, So I kind of, in hindsight, I got a little bit the best of both worlds, really. So, learning to understand people and navigate spaces was important. To move a little bit faster, I ended up going to St. Mary's University in San Antonio, Texas. I thought I wanted to play college ball. It was an NAIA school. I thought it was something I was capable of. I didn't have great skill, but I had a lot of desire. And so I played 1 year, then I realized it was time for me to hang up the shoes. My high school years were probably my better years, and college ball was a whole different level of skill.
Definitely.
But I fell in love with San Antonio and the people. I stayed out there the entire time and graduated from St. Mary's. After that, I move a little bit faster. I ended up, my undergrad degree actually was in marketing. And funny, I tell people I didn't find my path till I was like 28, 29. And if you saw my resume from college graduation to 28, my resume looked like a checkerboard. I was just trying to I was hopping, man. And I ended up going back to school to pursue a master's degree in education, teacher education. And from that point on, man, fell in love. Been in teacher education ever since at some level. So I taught middle school for 5 years in the state of Tennessee, in a little city called Alcoa. Went back and got my doctorate in teacher education. Came to the College of Charleston when I got my doctorate, and they offered me a position here. So I taught in education, health, and human performance for 10, 12 years, and then moved into the Office of Institutional Diversity. I've been there. This is the beginning of my 5th year now.
Nice.
So just in love with education and with human beings and communicating, definitely.
Right. And I think, when I was at the College of Charleston, Dr. Hay was one of us that introduced us a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. We got a couple of different topics that we want to talk about. I'll lead into those topics. I'll first give the definition of the topic, and then find out your interest in that topic, and then we move to different subpoints within that topic. Okay?
That's fantastic.
All right, cool. So our first topic is African male, right?
Yeah. Right.
And the definition of African male is relating to Africa or people of African descent. Okay. So when you hear the African male, what comes into the mind of African male? When we talk about the evolution, we got 3 topics we can talk about: the evolution, the education, the history, and athletics. So yeah. A wide range answer. Give me your definition of the African male.
Yeah, well, of course my vote is biased because I am a descendant of that, right?
Correct.
But I just think definition-wise, and from our lens, I think, and from my lens, I'll speak personally, strong, definitive. Here's what's interesting about African American male. We are very, very, we're very emotional and very logical at the same time. So we're very physical and very emotional. So we are a beautiful whole human being who brings a lot to people. And I think sometimes people are interested in us because we are whole, man. People seem attracted to trying to understand who we are.
Day TV, find better life.